Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing kind of like a, I guess you can say like an Accutane survival guide. So I want to start this video off by kind of explaining what Accutane or isotretinoin is. I learned how to say it. So pretty much what it is, it's a pill that goes into your body, it like dissolves, and then it starts going to like your oil glands, your like sweat glands, your tear glands, and your like joint fluids and stuff, and it just dries everything up. So I didn't want to make this video because I don't feel like I got a lot of the side effects that a lot of people are getting, like achy joints and achy back and stuff like that, like the major stuff, hair loss. I haven't experienced none of that, but I did experience, for example, dry eyes, dry lips, and I did experience like a huge rash on my neck, and rashes are totally normal. I've learned that a lot of people do get them on Accutane. And so yeah, so some products that I used while I was on Accutane, in the beginning of Accutane, my face did get a little bit too dry, so I just used this Mary Kay, and it's a oil-free hydrating gel. And the reason I like this is because it's oil-free. I mean, obviously, you have to have stuff that's oil-free, because if you're like adding stuff that has oil in it to your face while you're on Accutane, isn't that kind of like defeating the purpose of Accutane? That's what I would think. Pretty much, this is kind of like a pretty purple. This is really good. I like it. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your face. It dries really fast, and it really does hydrate your face. It doesn't moisturize, it hydrates, so it's not overly drying, which I like. Another thing I keep in my bag is this. It's just contact fluid solution for when my eyes get dry, because I also do wear contacts, so my eyes get like double the dry. So I carry this, and I don't know if you can see how much I've used it already, and I just like drown my eyes in this contact fluid, and it feels so refreshing, especially in the mornings. And I wash my face with this Gedovius Embolse. It doesn't have to be this. You don't have to wash your face with this, but just make sure it says that it is a soap-free cleanser. It can't have soap in it. If you're washing your face with something that has soap in it, you're actually creating a layer of soap scum on your face, and that's sort of like preventing your, that's kind of clogging your pores and preventing your pores from breathing. Therefore, like, it creates an infection, and then this bacteria starts growing, and then you're gonna have a face like I used to have. I mean, it doesn't happen to everyone. I think it's just really random. If you're a girl, you need to be on this shit. Birth control, but like, I think some people can sign to be abstinent, but you know. So a lot of people that experience dry lips, I really recommend this product. It's called Sugar Fresh, and this was the rose one, and I got this in a little sample. Kind of, it was my birthday, so it was like a birthday thing at Sephora. I used it all up, and because it's so freaking amazing. Like, it's literally like butter from my lips. Like, I put this shit on, and it literally, like, when I already have chapped lips, I put this shit on, and like my chapped lips are gone in like 30 minutes. It's just, it is really good for overly dry lips. So next, you need to get yourself one of these fucking shits. I've had these things for like 3 years already, and I've had it before. Like, I went on Accutane, but this costs literally like, I think it costs like 97 cents at Walmart. So they're really cheap, and I always lose them everywhere I go. So I always go and buy these all the time, and they are so convenient. Like, they have a little handle, and I literally just put the little top on, and then I'm like hanging it, or like I stick it in my big ass purse. I love water. Like, I can't drink nothing else other than tea. But because that's, like, water with, like, that's just infused water. So, you guys need to get yourself one of these if you're on Accutane, because you do get really, really fucking dehydrated. And you want to keep everything dehydrated. And since this drug is already sucking up, like, everything on your face, then you need to be able to replenish those fluids with this fluid. So, some frequently asked questions that I get while on Accutane. I'm just gonna, like, say these from the top of my head, because if they're frequently asked questions, I would probably remember them. So first, how many milligrams am I taking? I am taking 20 milligrams a day, and that is a very low dose of Accutane. I know there's people that are like taking 60 milligrams a day, and it's like, the fuck, like, why are you taking so much? Like, I took only 20 milligrams and my face cleared up. So I think it's because you need a certain amount of isotretinoin built up in your system to last for so long. But I don't know, I'm not a doctor. I'm taking 20 milligrams a day, once a day, and I'm 5'4" and I weigh like 170, I think. Last time I checked, I was like 170. So I'm a pretty big person. Well, I'm small, but I'm like big and heavy. Well, I'm not like fat, but I'm just like really fucking heavy. Anyways, so another frequently asked question that I get: how much does it cost? Well, it varies, you know. Like, if you live in Canada, it's cheap. If you live in the UK, it's cheap. Well, it's cheaper compared to the United States. Now, here's the thing about the United States. These prices aren't, like, accurate. They're just based off people's insurances. And if you have, they just try to suck as much money out of the insurances. So, when you don't have insurance, where do they get the money? Yeah, they just try to put that price on you because you don't have insurance and you can't pay it. So I go to Mexico. Yeah, it's the same fucking shit. And when people tell me, don't go to Mexico, oh my god, Mexico's so scary, it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, nigga, I'm Mexican. Like, you're telling me not to go to Mexico? Like, really though, on like a real level, like, Mexico has really, really fucking amazing medical programs. And a lot of the doctors in TJ actually go to school here in the United States to get a degree. And a lot of, because like they, you know, there's no jobs here in the United States, so they go to TJ every day. You know, people do that. People from TJ come to school over here and vice versa. So, I mean, if you guys don't live in San Diego or like a border city, you guys wouldn't know how it works with having a city so close to you in a different country. You know what I mean? It's just like driving like down to the next city. Like, it's just normal to us because we grew up in that environment. So a lot of us go to TJ to go get medical attention, although I wouldn't suggest getting surgery there. I have seen some fucked up shit. I go in and then they do my blood work. That cost me $20. That's a really good price. And so they stick the needle in my arm and then they pull the blood out. And then, since my dermatologist is in the same building as the building that does the blood work, they just send my results right up. Like, someone comes and brings it to the lady. So then I'm like waiting in my dermatologist's office, and then once we get the results, my dermatologist sees me and she like reads it and she's like, oh my god, you have really good levels of cholesterol and blood and blah blah blah. I'm trying to make like a Mexican accent. My mom has a really bad one. But it's like weird. Like, it's not even like a Mexican accent. Like, same as my dad. It's like a freaking, I don't, like an Asian accent. I don't know. Anyways, but she's like, my blood tests always come out like amazing because I eat really, really good. Another thing, while you're on Accutane, you have to eat really good, stay away from junk food. Since I already did that, it was like no problem for me. It also helps you lose weight. She says it looks like I'm not even on a medication, because what I've heard is that Accutane actually raises your cholesterol, and I have not had that problem. And I have had a girl ask me how I keep my cholesterol low, and I really don't have an answer, because I don't really know what I'm doing different to keep that low. I don't eat mayonnaise, I eat veganese. So maybe that's why. It's like mayonnaise but without the eggs, and it's like for vegans. And it tastes exactly the same. So yeah, so then my dermatologist just sees me. Once she gets the blood test, she gives me the prescription, and that costs $50 for me, like a consultation. And she does nothing to my face. She doesn't really like even look at it. She just kind of like just prescribed me these pills, so she's not really doing anything. I'll put like my dermatologist information down below, because a lot of people also ask me that. You guys can go to her. I heard she's like one of the best in TJ, like one of the best. But I don't know, because she hasn't done shit to my face. Like she hasn't done anything other than prescribe me pills and topicals. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it that came to my mind. You guys should go follow me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram shit below. I am always on that, and if you guys want to like ask me more questions, that is the place to go to ask me some questions, because I reply to everybody on there. I don't have like a huge following on Instagram, so yeah, I talk to everyone on there. Follow me on Twitter. I just made a Twitter. Like, I finally gave in and made a Twitter. So I'll link it down below. It's the same as my YouTube username. Everything's like the same as my YouTube. I hope this kind of helped you, and if you have any questions, don't be afraid to like leave it down below. I will try to respond. If I didn't answer it in this video. If I obviously answered it in this video, I'm probably not gonna respond, because you guys should probably watch the video. And I hope this kind of helped people that were going to get on Accutane, or that are already on Accutane. It's not as scary as it seems. If you haven't had health problems in the past, it is really not so scary. I was so scared I thought I was gonna die. Because, you know, like, there's all these horror stories, and yeah. I'm obviously alive, and I'm feeling a lot better. Oh, and another thing, people say that it makes you depressed and suicidal. And people are, like, really ignorant people are, like, commenting on my videos saying, get off it, you're gonna get depressed, you're gonna get suicidal. I'm just gonna tell you guys straight up, like, I was really fucking depressed when I got on it. I was just so depressed about my face, and I was just really depressed about everything that was going on in life. So, but then I got on it, and I honestly feel like 10 times better. I mean, I've always been prone to depression, and I've always been like suicidal, but I've felt amazing on this drug. Like, it hasn't altered my state of mind at all. I just feel happier that this shit is off my face. So yeah, I hope this helped you. So I'm gonna leave now, because I am just rambling. Bye, guys.